supercharged Fox Body Mustang that I'm driving right now started its life as a drag race car. It went 1060s to 1080s in the quarter mile, and it was backed by an AOD transmission. Now, it's been converted to a T-56 Magnum 6-speed transmission for autocross and road racing setup. Shifting is super smooth and quick. You know exactly what gear you're in every time you shift it, and having 6 gears and a Fox body is just icing on the cake.
So basically what we got with the Magnum is an aftermarket version of the TR6060 that Tremec builds for all the hot OE applications like Vets and Vipers, CTSV, Camaro, Challenger, GT500. All the heavy hitters out there with a 6-speed are pretty much using our product.
To make the installation easier when we started our AOD to manual T56 Magnum conversion, we removed the front seat. From there we disconnected the steering column, relocated the speedo cable, and removed the pedal assembly and brake booster. We went to a local junkyard and removed the pedal assembly from a manual transmission Fox body. To finish up the disassembly, we unbolted the AOD shifter and pulled it out.
You know, we added the multiple shift locations, dual speedometer pickups. The cross member pad is double drilled for both Ford and GM style, the traditional 2-bolt transmission mount.
As expected, the T56 Magnum fit in place just like the stock transmission. We installed a new pilot bearing, placed a starter index plate on the back of the block, installed our new McLeod RST flywheel and clutch, and then the throwout bearing and bell housing.
It's an end loader design, which in the hierarchy of transmissions, you got side loaders, top loaders, and then end loaders. By virtue of not having this giant hole at the top of the transmission, instead you have a continuous plane for the main case. It's much, much stronger. We rate the Magnum at 700 foot-pounds of torque capacity. You guys can expect that you're going to spend your hard-earned money on one of these things and you're going to get a hell of a transmission in return.
One upgrade we made with the T56 Magnum was eliminating the stock-style clutch cable and going with an upgraded American powertrain hydraulic setup. This kit comes with a slave cylinder type clutch release bearing that mounts around the input shaft of the transmission. This hydraulic release bearing is going to give the feeling more of a late model Mustang.
The Magnum can be had with either a 266 or a 297 headset. Either of those comes with its own unique double overdrive package. The 266 comes with a .80 fifth gear and a .63 sixth gear. The 297 has a .74 fifth gear and a .50 sixth gear. That first through fourth spread, of course, changes accordingly as well.
Next, we installed the American Powertrain X-Factor aluminum crossmember designed for a direct bolt-in application for 83 to 93 Mustangs. The final step on the underside of the car was to update the speedo gear, measure and fit the American Powertrain aluminum drive shaft and yoke, and finish off with a final bolt-in exhaust system. As we mentioned, the Tremec T56 Magnum is a great all-around transmission. It's quiet, it handles 700 pound-feet of torque, and you got a 6-speed, so you can keep the RPMs low when you're driving on the freeway. So if you're looking to do a transmission upgrade on your Mustang down the road, take a look at the T56 Magnum.